everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Vikings coming in at 1-3, going up against the Texans, who come in at 4-0. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Larry, it's the newest facility in the NFL, and it is a beauty as we come to you from U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Minnesota Vikings. Come out here in the eye. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Throwing, Osweiler. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And what a grab. That's one, Charles, that kind of leaves you and I speechless up here in the booth.
We used to think we'd see these types of catches once a season. Now I feel like we're seeing them once a game.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Everson Griffin was a valuable reserve for most of his career, but has really blossomed since entering the starting lineup.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Here we go. No, check. Good.
On 3rd down, Osweiler. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
This is fielded at the 7. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Bridgewater on 1st down. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's brought down after a good gain. They got 29 yards there. And it'll give the Vikings a 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body. Ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And here's
Adrian Peterson. And there's a flag on the play. And down to the 11. And the defense will accept this penalty and force the offense back. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. Play 90. Force.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 19. And that leads to a Minnesota first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Second down, Bridgewater. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Parkey's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. Penalty marker is down here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out comes Houston. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. Fresh set of downs here. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go.
On the counter, here's Williams. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, here's Osweiler. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On second down, Williams. And there's a flag on the field. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Osweiler. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Osweiler now to throw on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position. Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On this, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Brock Osweiler, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The offense lining up 1st and 10. Bridgewater now looking to throw on into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Osweiler on second down. His throw incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.